Wingspan is a place full of birds. Your goal is to build a wonderful preserve that will lead you to victory. Learn new facts about birds. Blue jays can carry up to 5 acorns. Discover new species. Help them lay eggs. Gain food. Or even hunt. Become a bird enthusiast. Wingspan, a relaxing strategy game.
Lavender Legal Center is a nonprofit providing legal representation and related advocacy by and for LGBTQ Iowans. Lavender provides direct representation, advocacy, and referrals, with a priority for serving those with low income and LGBTQ youth. Lavender operates with 4 main core values. The first is equity, recognizing that legal aid and related advocacy are basic human rights. Second is inclusivity, providing equal access to services for those who are marginalized. Third is dignity. LGBTQ people are worthy of advocacy no matter their specific need for assistance. And fourth is compassion. LGBTQ people in need of legal services come to the matter with great vulnerability. To best serve those individuals and families, Lavender Legal Center must have concern and understanding for their sufferings. Your support of Lavender Legal Center helps further the mission to provide legal services, advocacy, and resources for the LGBTQ community. Together, we can build a more equitable, inclusive, dignified, and compassionate future.
Wingspan is a place full of birds.
Go ahead.
Hello and welcome to Roleplay Give on a Sunday gaming time. My name is Ed. I am the game master for our Esper Genesis today, Scenario Volpes in the chat. And thank you for joining us. If you've never been here before or would like a refresher, Roleplay Give is an online gaming community playing games together and tangentially attempting to do a little good in the world, raising money for causes that are meaningful to us, and so any subscriptions or donations that come in through the site go 100% to charity. This month and until we've reached our goal, we're supporting an organization called Lavender Legal, which is an organization based in the state of Iowa, raising money for legal support for LGBTQ and disadvantaged youth primarily. So if you feel like that's something that you want to support, we would love to be an avenue for you to do that. Today, as I said, we're playing Esper Genesis. If you're not familiar with the system, it is an adaptation of the 5e rule set for science fiction. So we're playing a little D&D in space. We have a ragtag crew of spacers who have liberated a starship from a mine and manufacturing owner on an industrial moon and have taken that to a massive space station. I'm going to let my players give a little bit of a recap of what they recall where we left off, um, and I'll try to fill in any gaps that we need to. But we left off at kind of a cliffhanger. So why don't we go around? We'll start with Robin today to do a quick introduction. And what does Micah remember about where we are?
Okay, well, I should probably remember the race and um, it's like the D&D stuff in my head, not the Esper Genesis all the time. So Micah Rockseeker, she is a scholar, kind of a geologist, researcher. So she has a background where she's been studying all the rocks on the moon they were on, and she wants to get off that moon to explore more rocks in the universe. She is Valna, which is like a beast kind of creature, and sent to. I gotta look up what that is. I'm not. I'm, Sentinel. Yeah, I was right. A sentinel. Yay. Which yeah. So that is what she does. Kind of like wears the the rig that gives her the extra like weapons that can bind to her and just tech slots she can use. So right now we were trying to find ways to, if I'm remembering correctly, to kind of free the question mark AI on our ship. And we had a few things that we were looking into in this new exciting place. Um, and I think that's what she's remembering is just trying to get to where we need to go without giving away that, AI kind of stuff. We don't want to run into Desh or any of his people. So we're trying to make connections without being obvious that we stole a ship. I hope that's at least somewhat accurate.
Sure. Moving on, we'll go to Corey.
Hi everyone. I am playing Fiverr. I'm a sorry, the name Bellare Cybermancer, which means I sort of not just program computers. I sort of interface with them directly. Um, I'm also the Bellare are a race of energy creatures that sort of put themselves inside a biomechanical suit. Fiverr happens to have his suit has the shape of what he thinks is a rabbit, because he's come across rabbit literature in his data searches, but has never actually seen a rabbit. So in terms of the last, I know one of the reasons, or one of the potential reasons that we may be about to be ambushed is that while Fiverr did a decent job trying to re-register the ship, it was decent to 0.1 of a degree, and anything deeper may have easily been seen through. And so this encounter we're about to walk into may be a result of the lack of diligent work.
All right, moving on to we'll go to Dawson.
Hi everybody, I'm Dada, and I'm playing Paklu. My first guy died, so now I'm a space lizard wizard, as I like to call it, which is just a fancy way of saying I'm a melder, but I think I like space lizard wizard better. I was just doing running maintenance, running the services on the ship, and then these three schmucks came in with a corpse, held me at gunpoint, say, "Hey, we need to get out of here." I was like, "Okay, man, let's do that." And now we're on a distant planet far away, kind of Keshite Rifts. I got a burger. Burgers are wonderful, but holy crap, they're expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And last but not least is Allie. Paul.
Hi, I'm Paul, roleplay give in the chat, and I am playing Alistair Alley Lancer. Allie is a jack of all trades, kind of can get you stuff if you need it, can get into things if you need to get into them. Uh, but that's not the dream. The dream is complete and total stardom, uh, for being musician, healthcare and beauty tips, likes to be an influencer. Uh, the personality that is put out into the world on, I forgot Ed what you named the YouTube. Uh,
Well, on the SoulNet,
Soulnet.
I don't know that I've given. I don't know if we've named the YouTube equivalent.
Oh, okay. Well, on Soulnet, whatever the YouTube equivalent on Soulnet is where Allie posts lots of videos and has some reached a degree of influencer, uh, but only in the Allie personality. When working in the acquisitions sort of realm, tends to not be made up and looking very glamorous. As I recall, we had been poking around a lot of places, and there's we had also, because we'd stolen the ship, uh, and then the owner contacted the ship, and then we sort of and boo booed the owner. The ship is seems to be off of all the galactic books to some degree anyway, and so unlikely to send official authorities, and so I think we have a bounty hunter has just gotten the drop on us, is what it feels like to Allie, as we had been sort of waylaid here in a ally in the spectrum, or what was it called, the the
The Neon Labyrinth.
okay, I was going to call it the rainbow room, but that's different. uh,
Not that far off.
but that's that I believe is where we left off.
Right. So our group of spacers here has liberated a ship called the Holiday from a moon called Fola C. And their first port of call after escaping there is the Keshite Rift and a station called Tetra Station. On the station, on the way to the station, rather, they discovered a few items that were hidden away in a shielded cargo compartment on the ship. Some items that appear to be smuggled, and they have pursued or given some thought, at least. They've made no contacts yet, but given some thought as to where they might sell those things to make some credits. As they alluded to, they're a little skint on funding at the moment. To the point of not having the credits available to pay the docking fee that will be needed to pay before the ship can leave the station.
I conveniently forgot
Sure,
that part.
forgot that.
We're broke.
Don't
Burgers were expensive.
have money to get out.
They also, upon reaching Tetra Station, Allie did reach out to her fans
That's
on the
right.
SoulNet and got a hit from a young Keshite fan named Kyla, who told them that they should visit the Discordant Star, is a venue for music performances and that sort of thing within the Neon Labyrinth. They also traced some frequencies that the ship had contacted here before they took ownership, and they found an entity by the name of Zagir, who operates out of a tavern called the Mind's Eye. And they also had found, after visiting the Terran embassy, that Terrans are advised to avoid the Mind's Eye, though the reasons for the avoidance, sort of nondescript danger, seedy elements, but they know that is a contact that Desh has used here. Uh, um, and where we left off, they were on their way through the Neon Labyrinth, which is the name given to the massive trade bazaar on Tetra Station, uh, giving home to countless vendors and stalls and restaurants and stores, and also housing and taverns and all sorts of things of that like. Uh, but it is a winding labyrinth of stalls, neon lights, bustling with activity. And on their way through it, on a passage between two buildings, they were stopped by a drone that hovered in front of them with a floodlight in their eyes and a voice behind them saying that Desh has put out a big bounty on all of you, and it's lucky for me that I found you first. And that is where we're going to pick up. So I'm going to move you to a new map, and we're going to roll some initiative.
Ooh, this map is dynamically lit.
It is. I had a good time with that.
Alright, where is my character sheet? There we go.
Is this where we have to have our person highlighted before we roll initiative, or
Yes.
I can't get the
Yeah,
window to get out of the way? Oh my gosh. Okay.
I love the Paklu token.
I'm getting there. I'm getting there. The window kept covering up my character so that I couldn't. Yeah, I'm having trouble.
Lizard.
But I think I got it. Maybe. Move it.
There you are.
Yeah, I'm in there.
All right. So, because this ambusher has the drop on you and you were not aware of them, he has sort of precast or prepared some things. So before we start the first round, uh, he does activate a device in his hand, and you see 3 hologram or images of him step out and move around. And he is well within the shadows. So where everything around him is dimly lit. So unless you have dark vision, he will be difficult to see. He's intentionally staying out of the light of the drone. And that is where we're going to kick off. Allie, you are first to react to this ambusher.
Okay. Fast talking has worked for me in the past. I'm gonna give it a go. Uh, so, how much is the going rate for forgetting you saw us? We have no money.
Uh, I will let you make a check of your choosing, whether it's persuasion, deception,
That's deception.
intimidate, as your action if you'd like to for this first round.
Yeah. It's deception because I know damn well we don't have any money. All right. Not great. We do have rerolls, by the way. I'm not going to use one for this, but I banked in some rerolls. So.
Very nice. And anyone watching who thinks that they would like to influence this game, donations to Lavender Legal do have impacts on the game. You can buy rerolls. A $10 donation to Lavender Legal gives a set of rerolls for the table. And I believe you can also do we have a $10 donation to give me one? Is that
It's $5 for to give one to you.
Oh, okay.
It's $5 to give one to
So,
anybody of your choice. I mean, so.
Including the DM.
I suppose they could give a $10 donation and give you 4 rerolls if they wanted to. But because I did
That's
not
a pretty good deal.
Didn't necessarily differentiate that.
That's a lot of entertainment.
Yeah,
for $10.
well, for you, yeah.
All right. So, Allie, you've made your deception. Anything with your move or bonus action that you'd like to do? I would say with a 9,
Yeah.
you are pretty confident that that's probably not going to land.
No, I know. So that was my
It's high
my.
enough for you to see the flaw in your argument.
What is? Can you refresh my memory? This is his light. Like this is his.
That is a drone. That is what stopped you first. The drone hovered into view and put its spotlight on you, and then he spoke from behind you.
But we're
So
assuming
you were
he's
traveling
controlling the
east
drone.
to west on this map.
Right.
Whether controlling or allied with, the drone is on his side.
All right. Well, I've used my action to persuade. I don't think I see anywhere to bonus action hide, although it's very shadowy. Um, could I perhaps hide in this shadowy corner here?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna
Now you'd be moving past. Yeah, that side of that
right
box
here.
there.
Yeah, hide behind this
Yeah.
box. All right. Well, I'm just
You
gonna.
can sure give it a try. It is outside of the floodlight, so you're dimly lit. I would say that is ample cover.
I am gonna just start the action because I tried talking and it didn't work. So bonus action hide with my cunning movement. Stealth check. That's much better.
That's a natural 20. That's pretty good.
And I'm gonna hide. That's my move, my bonus action, and my action.
All right, Paklu.
I'm sure there's just a misunderstanding. We're totally cool, right? And like he's going to like his little wristwatch that he has. He's pushing a couple of buttons, like, doot, 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 and he's gonna use some points to cast Target Scrambler. Because I mean, your drone's not gonna hurt me, right? We're all friends here, and I'm just gonna slam right back to you if you don't mind. Hey, fella, how you going? You got this, right? You cool? You good?
So you're putting Target Scrambler on yourself?
Yep. In short, it's just like protection from evil, but for drones.
Yeah.
You got it. You, Micah, Mika, whatever your name is, you can handle him, right?
All right. Anything else, Paklu?
That's it.
All right, Fiver.
Okay. So just so I understand these maps, these are the people back here?
Yes. And
Okay.
they are intentionally in the dark there.
Right. Okay.
Do I have anything good?
Okay. Sorry. Just reading a spell real quick that is new. Am I able to tell? Is there open space behind them? I know it's dark.
Yeah, you should. I don't know if the light is working, but you can see light behind them. You know that you
Yeah, I
came
just
from
see a
that direction.
specific. Okay, I just see also a dark streak in between the two lights for me.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that shadow,
yeah.
but yes, there
Okay,
is.
so I can see straight through, basically.
Yeah, there is and that's the hall that you came from.
Oh, okay. So
the alley you came from.
Yep. You had said they came behind us. So, okay, then I think what I'm going to do is Fiverr is going to move here, and he will on this is the one due east of me.
Mm-hmm.
Do that.
So that's a save, not an attack. Okay. That's going to be a failure.
Okay. So he gets pushed. Let me. So makes a ranged channel attack on a hit. The target. Oh no. So sorry. It's also. Oh, this is programmed wrong. Wait. I make a ranged channeling attack. I'm sorry, this is programmed wrong in the system.
Okay.
So I need to make. So I'd have disadvantage on that. So I will roll 2d20 right now, and we'll figure this out manually, and I'll fix it in the background.
Okay.
While we're doing that. So sorry, that might not have worked.
No, that's okay.
So there's 2. So less is 17, and my channeling is plus 6. So
All right.
it
So
would be 23.
Good.
I rolled the check, and you hit one of the holograms and destroy
Okay.
it, but
Okay.
do not hit him personally.
Got it. So then,
so the effect he has on him is very much like the mirror image spell.
right. So I will do second. My speed is I was next to Allie. No, that's Micah, right? Who was to the south of me.
Yeah. South of you is Allie.
Oh no, when I started. Sorry.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah.
1, 2.
I should
3.
probably stop saying it's like this thing from D&D and start trying to use the terms from this game.
Yeah, I'll fix a spell. I probably used it earlier too.
So what he's used is called Clone Pack, not Mirror Image.
Oh, okay. It's a fun reskin.
And when you hit a very small drone with holographic emitters around it, broke and fell to the ground.
Okay. That's it for me. Sorry.
All right. Next up is the drone. It has its light right on Paklu. It's going to make a shot at disadvantage.
That's right.
And so it hits a 9.
9
so
miss.
It fires a small bladed projectile and misses you.
Whoa!
Is Paku an
yeah.
upgrade from Jonathan Normal?
He's much better. He's stronger than normal.
Okay.
It's going to turn its light. And Allie, you lose stealth.
Ah, bollocks.
Because it has a spotlight, and that's what it does.
Gotcha.
But otherwise, it stays where it is for a moment. Then the ambusher is up, and the first thing he does is say, "All right, Glitch, let Scion know that I've found him. I'll hold him here." And then he is going to... gotta remember... he's going to target... Micah is the heavily armored one here. He's going to make a shot on Micah. This is at advantage because he has... because you're in the light and he's not. I got to remember where my dice are. But that's pretty poor. Altogether, that's his better roll is a 14.
Oh yeah, no, that does not hit.
All right, so he fires, pulls his blaster and hits some dials and buttons on it, and fires a massive blast that looks much more potent than a blaster should have had, but misses you with it. And then he is going to move and get cover. And you see the hologram split off. So has gone to get cover behind there. And then Micah, you're up.
All right. Well, and to me, it doesn't look like I can go through that area. Like, I'm just trying to see where,
you
the ground
can.
is.
It's just very
Okay.
dark.
Okay.
Do you have dark vision? Because I can probably put that on your token.
I do have dark vision. It's just like there's like a line that looks like a wall at about this spot.
Yeah.
You know.
That's what I was mentioning too.
Yeah.
Me too.
I just gave your token night vision.
That helps. Then it does make sense.
Does anyone else need that turned on?
I don't have it.
Nope.
I'm looking real quick. I don't know. Night vision's normally on the left side, right?
I don't know where it is on these sheets.
It's
I don't
under
think.
proficiencies down
Okay.
on the left. Yeah,
Uh,
I
I don't
have
have
it
it.
there.
Okay. So Micah has it.
All right.
So that's turned on.
So my understanding is the thing shining the flashlight or the spotlight is it like just doing that, or is it a communicator, or like
It did. So it fired a blade. So it has weapons. He also said glitch let
oh,
Scion know that I
glitch.
found
Okay.
them.
I didn't catch that.
Um,
All right, I'm gonna run up to it and try to smash it
okay.
because then it's not shining lights on my friends. That's my
Yeah.
hope. I'm
Yeah.
using my warhammer and I'm just gonna try to smash.
You hit. It takes 5 points of damage.
All right. Um, trying to see what I've got here. So when I do something like a ramming strike, um, do I have to call that before I hit, or
I go ahead and use it. We're kind of learning this system, so
well, and I wish I knew. I don't know if it's an action or what. So I probably should learn these things a little bit better. It's hard to really activation time is blank on
that's
this.
not very helpful.
No,
What's your thing say?
it
That's what I
says,
think it's like. It's probably on a hit.
well, it says, the first time you hit with a melee weapon attack during this power's duration, but I didn't do it ahead of time, so I'm trying to figure out, is it like a smite or is it something I have to have,
Based on what you're
in
describing,
effect?
it sounds like a smite spell, but
It
not
is
a
a
smite.
it is a
Right,
bonus
exactly.
action to cast it. So
Okay.
and we can go back. Say you did that at the start. So
Okay.
activate it as a bonus action, and then when you hit it, you can discharge it.
Yeah, I'm not sure why in the list it doesn't list the activate. I'll have to try to write that down or something so in the future.
Um,
Okay.
And Corey did, because we're using Corey's subscription here, if you click on the sort of library thing in the top right, that is the compendium, has all of these listed in there as
Right.
well. So if you need
Well,
more
I
detail,
pulled in from there and it has all the detail. It just
yeah,
doesn't, it says activation time
Boom.
:nothing.
I
So
have about 8 of those items out on my screen because I have
yeah.
all of this ambusher stuff out.
So anyway, it's a strength. I clicked the button and put it in there. So
All right,
it's loud and it deals thunder damage, but if it's a creature, this is not a creature, this is a drone. So
it counts as a creature though.
oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah, it's
So
a
then
construct.
it would be pushed 10 feet away and knocked prone.
All right. Moves back. It is not knocked prone because it's immune to that, but
Okay.
it does. You see its repulsors and its propellers and things, like it rocks the thing, but it does stay up.
Okay. All right. Well,
And it has taken a substantial amount of damage. You can see sparks arcing off of this drone.
all right. Thank you for the help. That is all I've got.
And that takes us to top of the round, Allie. Oh, I gotta move that light because it got pushed back.
Yeah, it's on me.
Well, and now you're not in it anymore
Oh.
because Micah pushed the drone back.
But they know where I am.
They know where you are, but you're no longer brightly visible.
Right.
So you wouldn't get the benefit of your hide, but you would have, like, attacks on you would have disadvantage, that sort of thing, because you're in the dark.
Ed, is this bit here shady enough up here?
That area is pretty bright.
That's pretty bright. Okay. I'm
So right here is a street light that is on,
okay.
so that's why there's a lot of light in that area.
Well, I'm gonna take a risk here. I'm gonna back up, and I'm really in the dark from this drone, right?
Yes.
Okay, and since I've moved away from where they knew I was, can I re-hide, or do I need to move a little
Yeah.
farther in your mind?
Yeah,
Uh,
that's good enough.
okay. Bonus action hide. 20.
All right.
And then hopefully I didn't just mess this up. Um, what's the range on a pistol? I clicking on the wrong thing to find out. I guess I have to go to the book here. Pistol light.
Probably at least like 50, 150.
Okay, so I'm in range of the drone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot. I'm gonna shoot the drone. I hope.
All right. You have advantage.
Right. 18 for 4.
18 will hit.
Ooh, but I get sneak attack, right?
Yep.
Okay, so that's a D6 at this level.
I believe that is true.
So a total of 10.
Before the drone gets a chance to act on the orders it is given, it is blasted out of the sky.
I just wanted the light off.
Yep.
When you said it was really heavily damaged, I'm like, oh, gotta see if I can turn the light off. All right.
Yeah, you have successfully done that. The light is off and the drone is gone.
That was action move bonus action. I'm out.
All right, Paklu.
I'm going to use my action to dodge and crumble into a ball and just tremble. I don't like this. Oh boy, there's so much action here.
All right. Fiverr.
Are there individuals? I just can't. Yes, I can sort of see one. Okay.
Yeah, you saw him move back through the opening you came through, and you can hear pandemonium out in that hall beyond there because you are in an alley connecting two busy market areas.
Shooting guns and.
So this is 5 here. I have a clear line of sight of him now, just because of that black line that we all have in the middle for some reason.
Yes.
Okay,
yeah, it's
so
being really weird with shadows. I wonder if I can just add a light to.
No big deal, just as long as. Okay. Actually.
Oh
wow.
I'm gonna dim that light a bit.
So, but I don't think I can
just enough
see.
so you can see something there.
Oh, perfect.
How's that?
Nice.
So I can see him.
Let me see what. Yep. Yeah, you can see him.
Okay. I couldn't see him a minute ago. That's why I asked. That was something that was getting blacked out. So,
yeah, he is. It's dimly lit over there, but you can see him.
Okay, so I will do the same thing again. Where'd my character sheet go? There.
Oh, that's way better. I dimmed that light even more. Now I like what it looks like.
Yeah, this is very good.
So yeah, I doubt that it's.
So this is an attack roll again?
The top 2 are the attack roll, and then it goes into the strength save.
All right. Your shot is ineffective.
Okay. And I am. What do I want to do? I will stay there. And that's it for me.
All right. You see the holograms and the ambusher all, you're unsure which is which, because they all level their blasters and fire an electric. They're just going to take a shot at Fiverr there. And crit.
Oh no.
But don't roll a ton of damage. That's 7 piercing damage altogether.
That could be worse.
That could be.
And it looked like all 3 fired at once, so it's difficult to see where the shot came from.
No. And I'm just trying to make sure. There's no reason I would have lost health, right?
No, actually,
I can't think
did.
about it.
No, I looked at your character sheets at the start, and I meant to tell you should all be healed up because we didn't have any combat last time. You
Okay.
got to the station, and the few of you were a little bit damaged, and I think that was left over from stealing the ship.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Fivers hurt, but okay.
All right. And he moves back and is going to take cover behind stuff in that hall out there. You see both he and the holograms are all running around getting cover. Micah.
All right. Well, I better go find what's going on. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Oh, I think I will have to use an action and dash. I don't see anything. So I'm going to run up to this one.
Okay.
And then just stand there menacingly. That is what I will do.
Stand there menacing.
Top of the round, Allie.
All right, time to creep forward. 5, 10, 15. I will not try to bonus action hide, but I do have an ally in threatening, so I will take the shot, and I get sneak attack if I hit. We have moved back
It's
into
menacing. It's not threatening. It's menacing.
Oh.
Just saying.
No advantage.
So no advantage, but you do have sneak attack. Didn't need the advantage anyway. That is going to hit.
Ooh, rolled a 6 again. 11 points of piercing.
Okay.
Not too shabby. And then Allie's going to duck back.
And that did seem to hit
Oh.
the Ashen Forged himself.
Ooh.
It did not take out a hologram.
Ooh. Good stuff. Did I just shoot into a main thoroughfare, though?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, there are a lot of it has cleared out. It's been 6 seconds since the shooting started and people have scattered. But definitely you can see people hiding, running. The market is in full panic.
Okay. For flavory things, Ed, I kind of my new drawing from Hero Forge. It's not my drawing, but my Hero Forge thing. When I'm in that one pick, I have a scarf. I'm gonna wrap that kind of around and put my shades on, so I look even less alley-like. Okay.
I dig it.
All right. Cool.
Paklu.
Where's everyone going away from me? Whoa! I'll trip over Fiverr here by accident, and then like a little beam will come out as I'm tripping, and I will use a force bolt to try and hit that guy by accident.
All right.
Force bolt. 13.
A 13 will just hit.
8 points of force damage.
All right.
Whoa!
Force bolt hits him, and you see you're not line of sight for anybody. Let me see if Micah can see. Yeah, Micah, you can see the. You can't see the one to your south because they're behind cover, but the holographic image to the north that split off from him reacts as though shot as well.
Okay.
Fiverr, you're up.
Fiverr will move here. That was 1, 2. 1, 2, maybe 3. So 3, 4, go that way, and do the same again. Sorry, I just can't find it. There it is. got all my good rolls out early.
Yeah. Unfortunately, that is going to miss. All right. You see, as it becomes the ambusher's turn, their image sort of shimmers, and you see all three shimmer. If someone would like to make a tech check or a knowledge check to determine what that is, you may.
Not my strong suit, but I can if you'd like.
But then you see all three activating an ability and summoning in another drone.
I'm sorry, I don't see under skills. When you say knowledge, is
Yeah,
that,
I'm not sure. I said it that way because I wasn't sure what would be applicable. If this was D&D, it would be an Arcana, but it's not. It's going
oh,
to be something
okay.
similar.
So like,
I'm just seeing what I'm like. I have lore, I have astrophysics, but tech would be more computers, right? Like
Yeah, I
that's,
would
yeah.
say
yeah.
I would say you could
I'm
use
not, and
computers
I'm not
or
good at
yeah,
that.
computers would probably be the most accurate for what it is
So if it's
because he's
something like that,
activating a tech ability.
gotcha.
It does seem weird that there's just not like computer seems very more specific, right? Like considering there's mechanics.
Yeah, there really
Like
needs to be something that is like
uh,
knowledge of tech,
Yeah, no, I agree.
but we'll play with what we got for now.
Right. But
And that drone is going to move up and let's see. Paklu hasn't really been threatening. It's going to attack Fiverr
Yes.
and miss. As a little like projector on it blasts out some radiant energy, but misses you. Micah, you're up.
all right. Well, I'm standing in front of this guy. I'm going to try to hit him with the warhammer. Uh.
Uh, that would hit, but it eliminates a projector.
Okay. And then I'll run up to this guy.
All right.
All right, we're narrowing him down. Let's get this guy. Or should I not hit him deadly? Should we ask questions? What do you want me to do? I had really not been thinking this through. And I'll just
Unconscious is
stand
best.
there.
So, because we're gonna have to flee. We're in a very public space.
Top of the round, Allie.
Sorry, Ed, I missed this because I was fixing the calendar for Twitch. This is a new drone that is on us.
Yeah, he summoned that.
Okay.
So he activated something, and he's got a handheld computer device.
Okay.
Activated something on that, and that drone entered the fray.
Okay. I'm gonna bonus action.
Sort of took off from out of his backpack or something, and
that's what we were checking to see what it was or what it was doing. Okay.
Actually, that was for he sort of shimmered, and you sort of figured out what happened there because you knew which one was him, but when Micah hit it, it was not him anymore. So
he sort of did
phase shifted.
He did
with one of the drones or one of the holograms.
Gotcha. It's like a shell game now. Okay.
Yeah. Yep. Very much like.
All right. I'm rehiding.
Okay.
And if I feel good about that, I'm going to try to shoot down this drone again with advantage.
You will have advantage.
Okay. Oh, what the bleepity bleep.
However, even with advantage, that is not going to hit.
Okay. Do we re-roll on this? I'm going to use a re-roll.
Yeah.
So I feel like we kind of want to take this guy out. I don't get advantage again, right? I just roll one die, or
You rolled with advantage. Roll with advantage.
okay. 21.
That's gonna hit.
Okay. 9 total piercing.
All right.
Reduce our reroll count.
And that brings up Paklu.
Okay, guys, this is true. And I'll just like a streak of fire just appears from his mouth and goes straight towards the drone. As fire lands, champ, boop, 18 to hit.
Oh,
It's gonna hit.
He'll take 3 points of fire damage, and his next attack roll or saving throw has. Oh, and he must make a con save.
Okay.
Or his next attack roll or saving throw has disadvantage.
Of course, I closed the stupid window. Too many windows open.
Oh, I know. Well, when it's all new too, well,
Yeah.
you've got all those.
That's a failed con save.
Next attack roll or saving throw, he makes the disadvantage, and I'm gonna run the opposite direction as I get spooked away.
All right, sounds good. Fiverr.
Let's see. He is immediately next to me. It's ranged attack.
unfortunately, no one knows what Fiverr's doing because Fiverr is in the darkness for Allie.
Oh.
So
This push spell is so for a cantrip just has too much to think about. I will be perfectly honest, because it's also ranged.
Yeah, and I
So
think,
that means
is it essentially like Eldritch Blast?
No, that's Force Bolt.
Oh, okay.
Right, but it's ranged, but it's a 10-foot.
It's a range of 10 feet. We
Right,
cast
but but it's a ranged
Uh-huh.
roll, which means I would be at disadvantage if I did it now.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is such a weird and then on top of it, it's both. It has the strength. It just seems way overly complex for cantrip.
I mean, if you want, he does have disadvantage on his next attack roll, the drone thing.
Yeah.
If you want to move away 10 feet.
I just also realized that everything I took was ranged. So, so I will do it. I will do this at disadvantage. I'm going to use push again.
I really have no idea what spell that's cloning from D&D.
It might not
I
be
think
at
it's
all.
unique. Yeah.
It might be original because it's 1d8 instead of 1d10, and just the
Right.
With the disadvantage, it still hits.
Okay. So now he definitely takes 7.
And it won't matter what else because
Okay.
that destroys him.
Ooh. All right, good. Another drone down. No cameras. I'm hideous.
And then I will move. Hold on. Did one move north? Sorry.
Yes,
Okay.
but is in the darkness.
Okay, so I'm not gonna. Theoretically, I have some darkness, but I will just move. I think I can only actually get there. But that's it for me.
All right. You see him, Micah. You're the only one who can see him because he's in the dark. But you see him activate something on his handheld computer device, and he lowers it down, and it fires 2 spikes out at Fiverr and Micah. And I need you both to make Constitution saving throws.
Sorry. 8 for me.
I got a
You
10.
you both feel these electrodes enter you, and your body seize up, and you are paralyzed. You can make another save at the end of each of your turns.
Oof.
And Micah, from your paralyzed position, you see both drones, or both he and the hologram, not knowing which is which, skedaddle. So you see the one to the north, Micah, you're the only one that can see it, and it exits your dark vision. And the other one runs to the south and enters a crowd. I would say it's possible that you could track it, but for right now, you've lost sight of them. I will give each of you another round if there's anything you want to do before they're really fully out of sight, but otherwise we will be leaving combat.
I'd be more
So
concerned.
Micah, you're up next. At the end of your turn, you remain
Apparently,
paralyzed.
I have a +3 to my Constitution saving throws, and yet I'm rolling crappy. So I'm just
Oh,
standing
no.
here doing nothing.
Allie, you are up.
I will
If there's anything you want to do?
just gonna creep forward, see that my friends seem seized. I don't think there's anything I can do. Is there a way to help on a saving throw? I don't think there is. Like, do the help
I
action.
would let you make a medicine check, and if you are successful, they will have advantage
Okay.
on the save against it.
Well, I'm closest to Fiverr, and I will do that.
I would say for Fiverr, maybe it could be a mechanics check if you choose, because
Same roll.
Fiverr's suit has been overloaded.
No, I have no help, but that's what I do.
All right.
Uh,
Paklu, anything for you?
I'll tiptoe my way back to right here.
Okay.
Did we do it? He's gone?
He's gone.
Are we
need to
safe?
get gone soon. We need to get these guys up and moving.
And then Fiverr, you can make a con save.
Oh no, we're gonna be
Wow.
dragging their petrified bodies.
All right, we're gonna drop out of combat. They are paralyzed for another. It's been one round, 54 seconds.
We gotta get them out. I mean,
But you are out of combat.
I'll move up to here, and can I try the same thing with a medicine check on Micah?
Yeah.
Okay. It's the same roll. Really? Hey.
Yeah, Micah, you can make a check at advantage.
All right. Well, I'll roll it twice. 15 is the higher.
You shake off the paralyzation.
I had catnip.
Yeah.
That
Oh.
helps. That definitely helps.
Hold on, strange mammalian guy. You seem to be doing all right. Let's get this thing out to you. Hold on. Let's see what Paklu can do for you. 6.
Is it runs out, right? Like it doesn't.
Yeah, it only lasts for a minute.
Okay.
But we're
But,
just trying to. We're
We're
frozen
expedite
here,
the
and
process.
we've been shooting
Yeah, there's some
into.
urgency on getting out of here.
Yeah.
Got it.
I just was smashing things with the warhammer. No shooting. But that
Wow.
really loud thunder noise might attract some attention.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
He's
just
like
think-
the
I'll pick him up and carry him.
Okay,
Let's
He's
go.
like- he's like the reverse of short circuits. He's long circuits right now.
Yeah.
All right, then. Well, we're gonna try to go the way we were going because we can't run back into where we were. Like we have to run. Like,
Yeah. And
yeah.
you were heading to the Discordant Star. Is that still?
That was where I was gonna meet my fancy, right?
Yep.
Maybe we duck in and out of a couple different places
I think that's wise.
before doing that, just in case.
Everybody, give me a quick intelligence check.
So smart, me.
I'll be able to find it one day.
Paklu and Ali, it occurs to both of you that he directed the drone to go tell someone they'd found you,
Right.
and the drone didn't get away. So
well, even without intelligence, I was going to mention, because I wrote it
Okay.
down, who that scion we might want to figure out that is. But I don't know as if Micah would say it at this moment. So maybe Paklu and Ali are smart enough to mention it.
Well, the thing I'm drawing attention to is it occurs to both of you that they were not messaging someone; they were going to tell them. So for right now, to the best of your knowledge, he may be going to tell someone that you were found, but they weren't doing it over a message, like a communicator.
Which means that whoever's main looking for us is here on the. This is a space station, right?
Like right around the corner.
Or
It also
they
means
need
you have
to
a
keep
little
it.
time.
Or they need to
Also, could
communicate
be
quietly.
keeping it on the down low.
Right.
Either you know, communicators.
And if we get any sense that this space station is like the Wild Wild West, or are there like we had really lax security coming in? They didn't really care what we were doing, and the fact that we were carrying weapons walking in, like.
You definitely got the impression that a lot of the labyrinth itself it's just so busy and so big that it's very hard to police. There are guards, there is station security here, but it's so massive that it's very hard to police, which is why they don't stop you from carrying weaponry.
So we're gonna run in and try to blend in, like Robin, Micah suggested, like start ducking in and out, but we need to get Fiverr moving again too. So maybe duck into some kind of tea shop or coffee shop or whatever and try to give Fiverr's a chance to reboot.
Yeah. Give me a survival check.
Oh, is that me? Okay.
Anyone who would like to. Anyone who's taking the lead on getting you somewhere safe.
I'm not great at this, but yep, terrible. Okay.
Well, I'm usually good at survival, but we'll see. I'm carrying a rabbit.
A honking metal rabbit.
Ali, you start heading off, and Micah stops you and redirects you. You were essentially heading in the wrong direction to get to where you ultimately want to go.
Okay.
And Micah stops you, and I'm just going to move you guys because there is a tavern up here that you can duck into. Getting into one of the booths, and let me see if I can.
Oath.
I shift pinged. Did it work?
Yep. Well, it got me there. There appear to be like those gambling casino games.
Oh,
truck shop.
Is that an arcade cabinet?
They are, in fact, gambling machines.
Oh, I thought they were going to be.
This is how we make money. You guys, now we can pay our bills.
Oh, look at the pretty colors on the arcade machine. Can I go play it? I'm really scared.
I have... How many credits do I have left?
I'm just going to go up.
Okay. It's 10 credits to play.
Fuck!
Oh my
Shit,
god.
Okay.
I'll give them...
All right, I got some coins. Hold on, I got coins. It's fine.
Okay, I'm giving you 10 CU.
Man, this is a really steep price for Galaga, but I'm fine with it. I'll throw 10 credits in.
All right. I'm going to have you roll a d20. If you have a skill that you think could influence this game, I will let you use it. But really, it's just a straight up luck check.
I'll use, because he's a very statistical guy or a very manual guy. He'll analyze the device to start just to see, how do you play this strange game?
Nice.
There's a button to roll and a button to stop.
Gotcha. Okay, here we go. 1, 2, punch and press. This game's so easy. All you do is push one button. Oh.
You lose your 10 credits.
Shit.
I gave you another 10.
No, I got money. It's fine. I can do it.
I just don't want to roll, but I want to watch you do it.
In the process of this, Fiverr, your paralyzation wears off.
All right.
I put in another 10 credits. All right, here we go. Big money. No, that looks like the worst combination you can get.
Fiverr, are these machines hackable? Could we basically tell them that
Oh.
we win?
You see an image of a Kesh wearing motley clothing that appears on the screen and laughs and points at you.
I'll show you, big guy. Another 10 credits go in
Oh my
on
god!
my
man.
stock.
I will attempt to play, but I will at the same time be trying to hack it.
Paklu, break even.
Oh,
You
that's
get
right.
Credits back.
I told you that, and here are those credits that are gonna go. You're gonna go right back in.
I think we may have kidnapped a gambling addict.
What would you like from me?
You are hacking it. Make a hacking check. Hacking tools.
I'll put money in. I mean, yeah. What is going on?
So with that, give me roll a
Oh,
d20.
Man. Oh.
You lose your credits.
Is there a restroom in this tavern?
There is. It looks like my stellar map drawing didn't draw it, but there's a door over here, or there's meant to be.
Okay. Gonna switch from Alistair to Allie in the restroom.
Okay.
For his last roll, he's gonna do like what the old people do at the saw machines and just like touch their fingers to the screen. Be like, I got your number now. Here we
Feeling it
go. Shit! I am done.
Wow.
Paklu loses. Ethic.
That was not maybe our best plan for getting the money to get.
Listen, we are in dire straits now.
It could have gone the other way. It could have gone the other way.
Well, I'm going to try it. You know,
I mean-
maybe the luck is my direction now.
Perhaps if we put our money together, Micah, we could totally do this. As he inserts one more set of 10 credits. It could be good. It could be good. Oh, buttons. You want to do it first, or shall I? Perhaps
At the same time? Okay.
yeah, well, we do it at the exact same time. That way,
Alright.
it overloads system, and then we can get all the monies.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Ready?
All right.
On three.
Okay.
3.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's a win.
Yeah, Micah, you make 20 credits,
See, this works very well.
and Paklu, you make 50 credits.
Oh, I did it! I am rich person.
All right.
I give
I'm
you
trying
your.
again.
Do we know how much it costs to get off the station? What was that?
We just.
Damn it.
I immediately hand back 20 credits to Allie, who came back from the bathroom, and.
If I remember correctly, it was 200 credits
Oh my god. Okay.
per day that you're on the station.
Per day.
He's got to
Okay,
keep
good.
playing this game in order to get our money back. Paul, add 20 credits back to your inventory.
Oh, I only gave you 10. Are you paying me back? Like,
You gave me 20.
oh, I did? Okay.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. I'm back.
Fiverr loses another 10.
Throw in another. Throw another 10 in.
I'll try it again.
Oh!
Fiverr, roll me another d20.
Oh my god!
Fiverr, you make 1,000 credits.
What?
All right.
So the game was, if you got a nat 20, you get 10 times what you put in, but if you roll it and get another nat 20, you get 100 times what you put in.
Oh my gosh.
So you just made 1,000 credits.
Wow.
That
We
is
can get
very
off. We
impressive.
can get off the space station. That's good.
The Keshite bartender who's here, well, big winner. Hey, round on me, huh? And presents you all a round of drinks.
Nice.
Well, this isn't
Ooh.
so
Tip.
bad.
I'll tip him 5 credits.
Hey, thanks, pal.
I
Oh,
like
wait, wait. I just wrote 1,000 in that field. I think I was at 45. So okay.
I like beverage. He'll procure it and he'll sniff. What kind of drink is it?
It's a small drink. It smells very strongly of alcohol.
Oh, it is what those alcoholic beverages. I see.
Yeah, it is. It is appears to be some sort of Keshite liquor.
Just one go. Just. Bloop.
Now, give me a con save.
Here we go. Oh, this drink feels funny. Oh.
That's dexterity, but
Oh. Oh. Okay.
what's your con modifier?
4 instead of a 2, so 11.
And it should be a save. I don't know if it changes anything.
Nope.
Okay. So at 11, you definitely feel it, but no ill effects.
It's good drink. I'm gonna go sit down.
And it instills in you a feeling of peace, and you get a smell that smells like an oceanic breeze.
Whatever this smell is, it smells like a nice ship freshener.
Nobody until anyone else drinks anything, they don't smell anything.
You ever get like those really nice airship fresheners in your vehicle, and then it's just like, wow, I could get like 3 of these, but they only last for like 2 days. It's like forever stuck in this spot.
Mm.
Oh,
Mine
I
always
don't really
smelled
know
like
what
a
you're
pine
talking
tree.
about.
I'll drink mine. Do I need to make
Give
a
me
con save? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I clicked the wrong button. Constitution. Normal.
So I do have dark vision. I just was looking for the words dark vision
Not night vision.
when it's infravision for me.
Oh.
I can actually see through non-metallic solid too.
Ooh, wow. All right, I've added that to your token. Allie, you are momentarily transported. You see yourself on a beach, in a lounge, like a lounge chair. You can see the sea in front of you. You feel the breeze. It just feels like there's no worries in the world, and it only lasts for 10, 20 seconds, and then you're back, and you're fully aware. Like at no point do you feel like it feels natural, but for a moment there, you experienced that. And you might all recall the Kesh are telepathic,
Oh, right.
and their liquor carries telepathic elements. They have just given you a vision of the ocean.
I'm looking for a lost shaker of salt. Then, all right.
I feel
Well,
like I
that was
should drink
pleasant.
this too. I mean, they were kind enough to give it to us. So, after
Give me a
being
con
tased,
save.
it is good to do this. Yeah, couldn't do that when I was tased before, right?
Yeah.
Don't tase
Micah,
me.
you get this. You get a similar feeling to what I described for Paklu. You get the smell of the ocean, and the sense of peace, but you are not transported.
Oh, it's okay. I mean, nothing to
You-
write home about.
You get the feeling particularly Allie, who experienced the whole thing. If you drank, the more of these you drank, the longer that would last, and the more quickly you would be transported. So it is a liquor that is designed for those who want to drink a lot of it.
Okay, do you think we spent enough time hiding? Should we go find
It's time to go
where we
find.
go next?
What's my fan's name again?
Kyla.
Kyla.
I think the username was Kayla17.
Right. Kayla 17. And I don't know that we had a very strong hope for what this would yield for us, other than
No.
yeah.
You had put out a message to your followers saying, "I'm on Tetra Station. Is there anything I really need to see?" And Kayla17 responded with, "Oh my God, you're here.
Right.
You need to go to the Discordant Star." So
Right.
that's really what you know about it.
So I think, I mean, part of me thinks it's possible that there's a trap here. Just Paul's lizard brain thinking that. But the other bit is it could be a colossal waste of our time. But I feel like I should do the alley.
Do you think meeting your fans is waste of time?
Oh no! It's just
What do your fans think when you come up to them and say, "You're not worth it"?
The other thing
oh
I think,
God,
maybe
Paklu,
you
when you put it
go
like that, I feel awful.
maybe you go see your fan, see what's going on. Maybe other people look into this Scion person.
Sounds
Maybe
like
we
a
can
good
find
idea.
information about Scion.
I have one of the communicators, so I can. If we split up, split up two and two, then one of us let's make sure the communicators are on either side. But if I go by myself, I have a communicator. So
Well, I have one as well, so I will
okay,
go with the Scion Seekers.
okay. Are we two
But
and
I don't know how to seek very well, so maybe somebody who is good at, you know, research that doesn't involve rocks.
I think
Oh,
maybe you three go together and I'll go by myself.
Do we want to go right now, or do we want to wait a little bit? I mean that machine over there still looks pretty fun. Or more drinks. I'm just saying. Perhaps it wouldn't hurt nobody to just we chill out here for a moment.
We're not far from the dark. Like,
The bartender says, "Your Matakai friend's got a good plan there."
See, he gets idea.
Kind of feel like it is important for us to know who wants to know about us.
yeah, that is true. One
But
more
think
time, the
about
name
it.
of the bar. The
What's
the
that?
one more time, the name of that nightclub.
The Discordant Star.
Discordant Star. I'm writing it down this time. So
What if we just wait in here for an hour? You send your fan a message saying, "Hey, are you going to be at Discord Star? I'll be there at this time. Would it be cool to meet you there?"
cool. Yeah, good idea.
Also, some of us got hits in combat, and short rest might be in order, but I'm not saying that out loud.
Okay.
And you can see that in the bar that you're in, behind the bar is a sign that says Luxor's Littoral Libations.
So I'm not against taking a short rest, but I also feel like if we wait an hour and this guy is going to find Scion, that gives him an hour to report. You know what I mean? Like
right.
it would be nice if we could somehow
And
try
on
to
this
get
map, this
information.
little bar you're in is right next to the alley. It isn't actually. You would have moved further away to hide somewhere. But
I am fine without a long rest or a short rest. Sorry.
Healing. Go ahead, Corey. Sorry.
I'm fine without a short rest. If yeah, I
Yeah, me
didn't use any
too.
of my
So
resources,
maybe you and
so
I could try to do some
I'm
research
I'm fine
on,
with that.
yeah.
So I'll message Kyla, tell her I'm going to be there in an hour. Paklu and I are going to sit here at the bar and take a short rest. I don't need one either, but I'll hang out with Paklu. Uh, and
I
then
mean, I'm just saying it because some people got hit. I didn't get hit personally,
okay,
but just for the sake of it, my mindset is he's already gone. He's already reported it. There's nothing we can do about that. That's outside our factor. This is what we can control now. And if we get into his kerfuffle again,
but we don't think
when
that Scion got notified, and we've been sitting in here for what, like 5 to 10 minutes, drinking these drinks and playing the
Yeah,
game.
it's been maybe 10 minutes at most.
It's
Um, you
possible
know
though that
that
they found him by
you know
now.
that Ashen Forged told the drone to go do it, but then he ran off. Stands to reason that he may have gone to alert Scion, whoever that may be.
Might be too late. Well, whatever research we can do, we should do anyway, though. Like for finding Scion, because we're going to find Scion either way, right?
Possibly, or at least just know. I just feel like knowing who is wanting
Yes,
us
yeah,
would be helpful,
yes, for sure.
but that is whatever we want to do.
I have two questions. Not that I necessarily think we should avail ourselves of it, but like, are there hotels like to stay in if we needed to be here more than one
Yes,
day? And then,
yes,
secondly, um, healing potions are called salves or whatever they call them.
ampules.
Ampules. Is that
Yep.
are those available in stores kind of thing?
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
so
Yep. You
that
need to
might
find the equivalent of like a CVS.
okay. And I imagine we're in this large retail node here, so chances are fairly good we could maybe pick up some ampules.
Yeah.
Okay. Things to consider. But I do think finding Scion is probably job one. That's my vote. I agree with the
Hmm.
with the with Micah's suggestion or priorities.
I don't know how I mean, where do you get information on who that is? But that would be my.
I mean, that wonderful barkeep might know a thing or two about a thing or two.
And maybe Kyla does. Who knows? You never know what people know.
You seem friendly with him, Paklu. You want to ask him some questions?
Sure, I can do things like that. Doop, 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 doop. Hello, good bartender man, sir.
Yeah. What brings you in, fella?
One more of beverage, please.
Yeah, coming right up.
Excellent. What's the damages?
Oh, that's 10 credits.
Oh, I just got all that back. Okay, here you go, 10 beverages coins. And, so, hey, what kind of new to town? And we hear people keep mentioning these thing called, oh, the Scion is going to hear about this one, or, boy, I can't wait to meet the Scion later. Is that like a concert? Is that like the police? What is that supposed to be?
Uh,
Wow.
you say
awesome.
Scion?
Hey, I've heard several people mention it on the way through town.
Well, I don't know what that is. If it's a band, maybe you'll find them at the Discordant Star.
Oh, the
But,
Discordant Star. That sounds like a very popular place to go to. What did you say, fellas?
Mm,
but I can't say that I've ever heard of a band called Scion.
Perhaps, like he's taking another drink and it's like just like zoning out. Perhaps we should form a band.
Call it the Scion.
We call it the Scion. Think about it. It could be like a whole vision quest that we can do, and like as the music plays, just visions of whatever we want could just be everywhere.
I think that's a great idea. Let me hear a bit.
And then
Oh no.
we'll see. We'll see how of a singer Paklu is.
Wait, don't we have a singer?
Yes.
And it is not Paklu.
Well.
Performance check, Paklu.
Oh,
It's not
Oh.
bad. I would say probably it is like a Madokai. What might have started as a Madokai battle cry, but Paklu has grown up on Fola Sea away from Madokai culture, so it has sort of evolved. But it is what started out maybe at one time was a battle chant, but it's not done poorly.
can I make a suggestion? Since because he loves Western culture, etc. Uh, like United States, the
Hmm.
the burgers and the like,
And the strange did his business with the iron on his big hip.
which
Yeah,
could be
yeah.
like the Pogues to me, like the like sounds like Shane McGowan.
It's Big Iron.
Yeah. Anyway, that was what I had in my head when I was thinking about it.
Would Big
Slightly
Iron be
discordant,
timeless
yet
this
still
far in the
charismatic.
future, or will be
I love
misinterpreted as Big Hip?
Yeah.
I'm sure it's been redone multiple times.
Many different covers.
Yeah, but also through a lot of cultural lenses. So it's ultimately like a game of telephone.
Nice.
So absolutely, if Paklu has heard it as Big Hip, that's what it's called. That's what it is.
Big.
Big
Don't
hit.
understand why it's just one big hip. That
A
seems
guy comes
so.
into town with a big iron hip, and
It seems
somehow
like
it
it's
shoots things.
Oh man.
Oh, well,
You
I
don't
mean,
cross
I
the man with the
guess.
big iron hip.
Look at my rig. Maybe you just have a gun inserted on one hip.
That sounds crazy.
I don't know.
Well, that's a pretty good tune. You could probably take that on the road. I don't usually have music here, but if you want to set up some night, you maybe drive some traffic.
I might just take you up on off. But right now, I'm gonna go sit down again before the ocean swirls make me sick.
you should really start your own channel, Paklu.
Huh?
Paklu's Western Roundup.
Oh
I bet you'd
gosh.
have a zillion followers.
He's just gonna just slowly like start slumping his head just on the table and just chill.
So I'm thinking maybe this scion is not someone well known. Maybe someone known only in certain circles.
Yeah. Or it's a code name, yeah.
Yes. So how do we search the dark webs for that information?
Well,
As you're having this conversation, the door to the tavern opens. A small group of Kesh come in, sit at the other table, and you can hear them speaking to the bartender in Keshian. Does anyone speak Keshian?
Somehow
no.
I think no.
Oh. No.
Okay. They seem excited about whatever they're talking about, but you're not able to understand it.
Makes me sad. I want to know what they're saying. Go ask them. Ellie, you go over there and ask. I want to know what is so exciting.
Okay.
You've got, presents, right? You could just be like, oh, what is the scoop? I need to cover this on my Webby thing show. Yeah?
Okay. um, I will like do a very confident walk up, plop down, much too close. Um, hi. My name's Allie. Uh,
Give me a charisma check.
Allie does everything. Podcast. Um,
One of them, a Keshite man, bald head, average build. Oh, uh, Ali, great to meet you. Have a seat. You're
I,
off-world, an
yeah,
off-station.
yes, I'm doing a tour as a matter of fact. Uh,
Wow.
my bodyguard, and I'm gonna point at Micah. Um, it's just was just thinking that you all look very, very interesting, and I was wondering if I could interview you for my next broadcast.
I don't know. I don't know how interesting we are, but we're happy to talk.
Well, just you just seem so enthusiastic to be here. What's happening here on in the Keshite Rift that people should know about
On Tetra Station.
on Tetra Station, and then particularly in this in the labyrinth.
Oh, there was a big shootout, like a block over.
How
Uh,
did I miss that?
I didn't see it, but I heard a story that there were like eight eight guys in like power armor jumped out and attacked this group of people.
Really? Did anybody was anybody killed?
I don't. They said there were no bodies.
No bodies. Does that happen a lot, or is I mean, like, or not a lot? I mean, obviously you're excited, so it's kind of new, but like,
No, I mean, sure, there's attacks and like that happens, but not often.
oh,
I mean, you don't maintain a heavy tourist destination with a lot of attacks.
that's yeah, I guess that's true. Good thing I have like a big, strong bodyguard because like this can be dangerous, right? Like,
Yeah, you got to watch out for if you see anybody in power armor.
good thing
Yeah,
my
that sounds
bodyguard has
dangerous.
potty armor too.
I also like putty armor.
Party armor. That's what I'm going to
You,
call it. Party armor.
you said
I
potty armor.
heard
Yes,
potty
but
You
armor.
absolutely said potty armor.
I did. I had a little bit of something. I like party armor
No,
better.
I
And
love it. That's what Ali said.
yep. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do like a big thing, like when YouTubers say the wrong thing, it's gonna be asterisk party armor, and then it's gonna be hashtag Ellie calls it everything.
Hey, that's a
Uh,
good. We should start a store. We'll sell party armor.
right, like so if you like think you're gonna fall over, the party armor keeps you up. Um,
That's a great idea.
and then like it's like got like stim packs in it and stuff in case like you need to sober up quick. And
Yeah, like
it
blood filters.
acts as your own sober cab home. It'll just walk you home.
Right. Oh, that's
Party armor.
amazing.
This is what we're doing. I love it. TM Alley. Alley does everything. It was really great talking to you guys. Thanks so much.
Hey, you got a link or something?
Yeah. I'll drop
They pull out their devices.
Sims and I'll just I'll put my yeah, follow me for sure. On top of that, say
You get 3 pings that you've gained 3 followers.
nice. Are you guys familiar with like? I mean, we asked the bartender here; he hadn't heard anything. But like when we got here, we heard all these people talking about this band or this person coming to town named Scion. Have you heard of a band or a person like a some kind of important person coming to town?
Eh, No,
No.
I haven't. That's not a thing I've heard of.
Okay. I mean, I didn't see this person doesn't have any web presence, so like I wasn't able to find anything on them. So maybe they're like really underground or something.
Yeah, you see them all like scrolling, trying to like doing quick searches on their devices. I'm not. I mean, that name comes up like for all kinds of stuff. It's just a word, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
I don't. Nothing that seems like it'd be like a band or any like celebrity.
Okay. Well, thanks so much, guys. And then like I'll get into like a pose and do a selfie with them at the table.
Yeah, awesome. They're all into it.
All right. And then I'm gonna go back to no. I think that
And there, as you walk away, the conversation shifts back into Keshian.
um they were talking about some people got well you probably heard they spoke in common, right, like whatever.
Yeah, and it's like midday. There's not a lot of people in the bar. Like you can, not hard to overhear.
Okay. So I
That's such a
hopefully.
shame. That's so similar to what happened to us, but there were not 8 people in power armor. It was just, the one guy and its
I need
drone.
to get like a handful of generic tokens that I can populate maps with, because this would be cooler if I had tokens out for these people. But
Eh,
we're just gonna have to use our imagination.
it's theater of the mind.
You may have access to some, but they may be D&D ish. Look. Oh, sorry.
I have all of the tokens I've ever uploaded, so I have a ton of D&D things.
Right. I'm but I think you have others too.
I've got a great Tara Reid token, Corey.
Um,
I would love it if Tara Reid and Rick Astley were at this table.
if you go into art assets or art library,
yeah,
can you click over to premium assets? I said premium assets, and
it's in the body armor.
Are there things there?
Only my purchases.
Oh, how interesting. Okay.
Which I have.
Yeah.
A couple little things, but not much.
I'm switching back to player mode. I just can't remember the name, what they called art library.
And almost everything I have in my Esper Genesis is things that you would fight, not things that you'd meet in a bar.
Right.
That's true. It's hard sometimes to find things that just look like everyday people, right?
Yeah.
Not something
When
with
I don't
a
have
weapon.
those, I have Tara Reid.
Tara Reid.
Yeah.
Which I think is true. We might fight Tara Reid. No.
She
catch her on a bad day.
Yep.
She had a travel series.
I know.
You don't know where you're going to find her.
That's true. She's in the Keshite Rift, apparently.
I have a whole bunch of tokens from those Fallout games that I ran.
Oh, right.
Oh, yeah.
There's a ghoul hanging out with Tara Reid at the other table.
Oh, there. Perfect.
So, barring any other information on the Scion, I would head over to the Discord and not near but unless we want to take advantage and short rest or just move on.
So, what I heard earlier was Allie and Paklu were maybe going to short rest while Fiverr and Micah headed out. Is that the plan, or are you all going to hang out for a little while? What I hadn't heard was where you might be going.
Right. Like, Micah's thought is like, clearly the people whose attention we're getting are underworld kind of people. I don't really know the best place to go to, my thought was, how Fiverr had, I think it was Fiverr, had looked up, it didn't do it all that successfully because we did get ambushed, but, trying to find those things through like kind of more technological ways, like a kind of like the dark webs kind of thing, like are things getting pinged, type of information. I don't know where like we would have access to a computer to do things like that, but I don't really want to just go wandering into like, well, this looks like a sketchy place, let's go there, so it was more like if we could get information either from a reputable or not so reputable source, but kind of more hacking than conversing. That would be what I would suggest. So I don't know. What do you guys think about that?
I think we have to get more information. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was going to say the same. Yeah.
So whatever,
Yeah, I would say where you are right now, you don't really have anything you can like connect to try to get information, but you might be able to find like a communications node or something like that you could maybe hack into. You could go to busier places and ask around. Um,
Nightclubs.
you know that there's a tavern called the Mind's Eye that is connected to the underworld. You've been
Yeah, we did
largely
know that.
advised to avoid it, but you
Right.
know about it.
I think my first instinct would be the communication node would feel safer than walking into the mind's eye. I wouldn't be opposed to going there eventually, even though we were told not to. But
Who's the badger?
The Badger is a werewolf bouncer.
Oh,
Was the
okay.
title?
That's
Was the
Jawbone.
title? But I found one that's called Space. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So there's some spacemen and Jawbone and Ewan McGregor,
Jawbone.
the werewolf bouncer.
My current favorite is the hyper understanding devil father. But
Yeah, Gorthalax is great.
Gorthalax, yep. Anyway, sorry.
Sorry, I'm just
We're just populating the world.
Yeah.
So what's the idea? Are you? It sounds like you're going to hang out for an hour, get that short rest, and then go as a group. Is that where people are trending?
Yep, probably.
I'm more for people who have been hit by stuff. I'm fine. If you guys don't want to go heal, I'm okay with it. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't like. I have all my other resources, so I'm actually okay with it too.
Well, then why don't we if it seems to me like the message I would have gotten from Kayla wouldn't be like come to the discordant star during the day, but maybe this underworld bar has people who meet there during the day, so maybe we go to the criminal bar.
Right. And your message from Kayla didn't actually even say like I'm going to meet you there.
Oh,
It
yeah,
was just if you're
gotta
here,
go
you
there.
need to check this place out.
Right. That's true. So I'm cool with going to the whatever. The I did not write down the name of the.
I'll say this. Here's what my if we're going to go to the underground bar, I say we short rest because it's an underground criminal bar. If we're going to the Scoring Star, we don't.
Okay,
That's my mindset.
that's a fair point.
Listen, guys, I'm not going to go into a criminal bar without getting some sort of relaxation and before I lose my control again. You know?
Fair. Okay.
Paklu,
Me.
say if you've had 2 drinks, I would say if you have another one and you fail the con save, I will give you the benefits of a short rest because these are telepathic drinks that are meant to be peaceful and restful.
Ooh. We could
Also, you can always choose to fail a saving throw.
Really? 50 credits.
The other thought is that Fiverr just won 1,000 credits. We could go into a pharmacy and buy some ampules, and he could take some potions. Because I'm assuming they're 50 credits or whatever. I don't know actually, because that's 50 CU is like 50 copper, isn't it? I don't know how the.
They are in fact 500 credits a pop.
Oh.
At normal retail, you don't know what they'll be in the Neon Labyrinth.
Okay. So that'd be half of the haul, and we need to make some more money. Well, we would have enough money to get off the station barely. And I'm spending Fiverr's money saying all this too. So just putting it out there, though, we could just go get an ampule if it's reasonably priced.
But I still don't. We can absolutely. I just I wouldn't necessarily use it now, right?
Okay.
I have more than half my hit points. I know that's
Okay.
weak, but it's um, I would much rather because it's my my AC is pretty terrible,
Okay.
and so anything that increases my dexterity or well,
All right. So are we taking a short rest or are we not? I guess.
I think
if-
everyone who needs it has said they don't.
Yeah, I don't need.
Right?
I did not
let's
get
just,
hit.
let's just do a quick vote. Do we want a short rest? Yes or no? Raise your hand. All in favor, say yes.
No.
No one's hands are raised. We are not taking a short rest.
There we
That's
go.
not needed. Where are we going?
Now, without some direction, you might inadvertently take one because you're hanging out in a quickly populating tavern. But
It was
playing
the
the saxophone.
it was the singing.
I will also
Yeah.
remind you that you did find some smuggled items that you were hoping to find buyers for. Last session, there was a spice cache, some illicit spices and things that you could sell. There
that's
was
right.
that half disassembled cloaking device with some missing items that I think in that one you were less looking to sell and more looking to find the pieces to fix it.
Fix it. Yeah.
There was a collection of alien artifacts, figurines, and that kind of thing that you were hoping you might find a buyer for, as well as some high-end jewelry and things that were all in the smuggling compartment, and also the holographic disguise unit that has an unstable power source you were hoping to find a way to fix.
I mean, you're in a very densely populated bar. You got some spice. Do you want to sell some spice in a bar?
Is this the kind of bar we sell spice? Do they seem like spicy people?
Well, and some of the spice is like it's culinary spice, but some of it is likely narcotic. Like a lot of it, I think I described it as being similar to like saffron. Like it's an
Right.
expensive rare spice,
Right.
but it's still a legally permissible spice.
You want to say that for the shady underground bar?
I think either we find chefs or we find the shady people. We don't want to, if this is like, where policemen go after work and just kind of relax, we don't want to start flaunting our spices. That would be my thought.
Yeah, I agree with that. I think maybe we just check, maybe even just case the shady place.
That would be a good idea, just to see what it is like.
Let's see who's going in and out, what it looks like. So at least, I mean, and if we do need to make a speedy retreat, we have some knowledge of where we're going.
And you do have holographic disguise hat. It might be a little wonky, but it could work for just checking a place out
That's true.
or selling spice. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah.
You're
Glad we
the
never saw what Desh
celebrity.
looked like. We could look like him. Oh, do you think there are pictures of him places, like, that we could get a sense of what he looked like, in case we ever needed to?
Any shining newspaper article of him smiling next to ribbon with big scissors?
That would be important.
I would
to
say
find.
you could do a search just on your personal device for if you could see like images of Arturo Dash.
Sure, I'll do that. I'll go into like the equivalent of Google and see
Yeah, make
Ages
give it a
7
check.
factory open dash. What am I making? What check?
Computers.
Oh.
Yeah, it's really you go to the Desh Manufacturing homepage and you click About, and there's an image of Arturo Desh our founder and CEO of Dash Manufacturing, and there's a picture. He's a human man, probably about 50 years old, uh, a little bit like slightly gaunt cheeks, uh, unshaven in the picture, but like artfully unshaven, wearing a very expensive looking suit. Uh, but you have an image of what Dash looks like.
Sort of like Donald Trump Jr.
Uh no, more like a young version of Grand Moff Tarkin.
Oh, okay. All right.
Well, now you have that, just in case you ever need it. That could be very helpful.
Agreed.
Sorry.
So are you heading to Case the Mind's Eye?
Yeah, I think so. That's what I would want to do.
Somebody give me a survival check to navigate the labyrinth.
Not going to be me this time.
I don't mind helping with that, but if there's someone who's really, really good at it, I don't know. Oh, look, you guys, I'm supposed to be good at this. I'm proficient in it. I'm not doing anything today that I'm supposed
I
to.
mean, you're probably the best out of everyone here in that skill.
Right.
So a 5 does not mean you don't find it. It just takes a long time.
Yeah, well,
Um,
there's a lot of twists and turns.
the
I just
labyrinth is
confidence.
very hard to find your way in. But after a few hours of heading in the direction, asking people like directions, that kind of thing,
Not afraid
you
to ask for directions.
you find you start moving away from the more heavily populated and busier parts of the labyrinth. You get to an area where the neon is like some of the tubes are out, and some of them are crackling and flashing. And there's a small building um, with a deep overhang and a sign in it that says in common but also other languages you can read, and you speak several languages. You can see that it says the mind's eye in multiple languages. The prominent one you assume to be Keshian, um, but it has the name under it in other languages as well. And there is a small oval-shaped doorway that enters into this not particularly well lit little hole in the wall tavern.
So what, we sit here and watch who goes in and out, or uh, what? We peek in windows? Do they have a chimney? What do we do?
And because it took several hours to find it, the station has an artificial day-night cycle. Um, for a lot of species require that for a healthy life, so they have created that cycle. And so it is starting to get toward what would be nighttime on the station. Lights are dimming.
Well, we have had them make things go not be themselves. Never hurt to try things for first time, no?
No,
Sometimes it hurts, but I don't know.
sometimes it does hurt.
I mean, what the perfect opportunity for trial run in a place like this, where everyone is sketchy. So what's wrong with this sketchy hat?
Your initial review, it seems like the power supply is unstable. What effect that might have, you don't quite know.
The power on, so you could be glitching in and out, or yeah, that could be bad. How fast can you run, Allie?
Pretty fast, but
Oh, then we should be just fine.
okay. That seems like a great plan. I
Oh,
also
I
have a
feel bad.
disguise kit, but um,
I mean, that works.
I could help it along maybe.
The benefit of the disguise kit is it does not have a power supply that can short out.
That's true. I've just gone into sort of alley look, but I can switch to another I don't want to look like I looked when we were fighting, even though I put on sunglasses and scarved up a little bit. I don't want to look like that person. So uh, I'll just tuck all of my hair into a cap and put on a fake beard, get all the makeup off quick, and go into a more Alistair look, but even more like a nerdy Alistair persona. Like,
Okay.
and then
And you're not using the disguise unit. You're using
I
the
think
disguise kit instead.
I think somebody else, if we need it, might want to use the disguise kit or the disguise the unit.
The holographic disguise unit.
Uh, just because it's a skill I have. So, and it won't. I don't want to have it fritz in the middle of a conversation when I could just be presenting myself as somebody completely different. Anyway, they've never met any of my personas. So,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm gonna name this one Todd.
Hey, give me a check with your disguise kit,
Okay.
and I would let that be its proficiency with either I would say Dex or Charisma.
Okay. $22.
All right. Yeah, you make a disguise that you think, and the others can affirm that it looks different enough that it'd be very difficult for anyone to know that it was you.
Yes, it's very Todd-like.
I hit a little bit of a lower register, just a little bit, and slow down just a little bit, and then start talking about how I love Flight Simulator. I'm really into Flight Simulator, and I'm going to talk about things I've heard Paklu talking about with Flight Simulator, so maybe they won't know anything about me.
Well, I wouldn't mind trying out unless somebody else wants to try out the glitchy thing. Because then, I can't run fast, but if something bad happens, I will just hit them with my hammer.
All right, you're gonna
Or
try out
we'll
the
try to
the
intimidate.
disguise unit.
Yes, I want to see if it, what the power glitch might do. So
All right.
I'm just going to pick I'll pick like the ghoul sitting across from the pretty chick in the bar. And I'll just like try to look like the ghoul.
Okay.
This
Picture
guy?
that person. Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool if you ask me.
Yeah.
All right, roll a d10.
Okay. It's a 4.
You turn on the unit and you adopt that look. It puts a hologram over Micah, and she looks like that person in that you saw in Luxor's.
Oh, look at you. Can you do voice now?
I didn't hear the person talk, but this is what I think he sounds like.
Oh, that's good enough.
Okay.
I'm just going to move us to our splash screen because I don't have a map for the mind's eye, but
So then that'll at least the two of us maybe that.
can go in without looking like yourselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that'd be good. I'm a little fearful of the way this will go down.
Just a little.
Yeah.
And you were going to watch for a while to see who comes and goes? Is that the plan?
Case the joint.
Give me an investigation check.
Okay. Where did that appear at? There we go. Not bad. Yay.
Oh,
Yay!
hey, I didn't do too bad either. I was
Yeah,
not having faith in myself.
You watch for a while, and it is getting on toward evening. You see, you're in an area where there's not a lot of foot traffic. It's not there are some. It's not strange for anyone to be here, but in the time that you watch, you see a few people go in and out. They all appear as though. Give me an insight check.
Okay. I have this empathic sense, but I think it's just, it says for a creature's mood or general attitude, when I do a insight check to determine their mood or general attitude, I
Okay.
get to add twice my proficiency bonus. I don't know
Go
if
ahead
this
and
will count
add
for
that.
that.
Yeah, add
All
that for
right.
sure.
Well, so it would be a 19 plus whatever the plus
Plus your
4.
proficiency again, plus 2 more.
Well, I'm not proficient in insight to
But
begin
it
with,
says you
so
add double your proficiency. So yeah, you'd add 4. So it'd be a
yeah.
23.
So
Um, you get the feeling that nearly everyone going in here has a similar feel to you guys in that they would rather people not know they were going in. Not everyone. You've seen people go in who just look like they're going to this tavern. But you've noticed a few people where you get the distinct feeling that they may be disguised or they may be like some of them have deep hoods, that kind of thing. Like there are people going in who definitely don't want it to be known that they're going here.
okay.
Um,
They're
and
like
you get
us.
the feeling from the
Yeah.
way people are dressed to the way they carry themselves that this the warnings were probably correct. The people going in here look like they may be dangerous types of people.
And there's a lot. Are there a lot of people coming in?
No, I would say you watch for how long do you think you'd stay there for an hour, half an hour? How long do you think you case
Uh,
it?
What do you
Half
think,
hour
Ellie?
is the least. But I think if we're picking up on it that quickly, I think that then, okay, this is probably where we want to be to find out, and also maybe to see if we can move some of our saffron
Hmm.
uh, and get enough money to maybe get a couple ampules and other stuff we're gonna need. Um, do we get the others and go in? It doesn't seem like the kind of place that's gonna care if we get into a gunfight unless we shot some people that are friends here. Also, should we peek in and see if we see the Ashen Forge that jumped us?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be smart.
Yeah. Um. So maybe just go in like we see other people going in, sort of slinking in, not wanting to draw attention, but keeping our eyes open to see if we see the Ashen Forge anywhere in there.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, let's do that.
Oh, sorry. Is what we're gonna do.
All right, I'm gonna say as you go in, give me a stealth check or a deception check at your choice. The idea being that your goal here is to be not necessarily not seen, but more not noticed.
Okay. Not
A
my
little
best
more
stealth.
deception-y than stealthy.
Yeah.
I roll like stealth at disadvantage because of the big rigs, so
I'm good at
Uh,
both, but I'm really good at stealth normally.
so you going in. Definitely, some eyes turn toward you as you enter.
Yeah.
It's not like the record stops and everybody in the bar turns and looks. But if you definitely do turn,
I'm trying to
there's
dial down
probably
my attractiveness, but I can't do everything.
well, you can't help that.
I know. It's just who I am.
a quick glance. It looks like there's about 7 people in here. One of them is the bartender, who is a Keshite, Keshian man, uh, probably mid to late 30s, has a cybernetic eye that looks like a part of his face has been replaced with cybernetics, and the one eye, and you can see it like the lens turn and focus on you as you enter. Um, you do not see the Ashen Forge that you saw earlier. You do see sitting at a table in a corner an ashen forged man. You would guess probably mid to late 60s, uh, wearing what looks like it was probably a very nice suit 25 years ago. Uh, and you notice that he's sitting alone, but periodically people come in and they'll walk over to where he's sitting They'll sit down. There'll be a short conversation, and they'll get up and leave.
I dare you to go over and say, Scion? Maybe it is him. What do you think?
Well, I think it might be. I think if I do that, we better be ready for a ballroom blitz. I think.
He might want our spices though.
I know, that's what I was thinking
Yeah.
too. But I don't want to go in timid. I can go in and
But you have confidence. You are Todd.
yeah.
That is a confident name.
Todd is a confident name.
Undeservedly so.
I didn't skip leg day today, so I'm feeling pretty good. All right, should I do it? Where
You
are our
could.
friends? Where are Fiverr and Paklu? Did they stay back at the other bar?
Don't know where they are.
So, Fiverr, explain to me how mammals work.
Oh no.
Where are you having this conversation, Fiverr and Paklu? Did you go with them?
I mean, if we went with them, we're nowhere near them because we both stand out, right? The whole idea is not to stand out.
Let's say we're
so
down the street and to the left.
Okay, you're in a little alcove, maybe the one that they were using to watch the place earlier, but it was out of the way. You can keep an eye on the door, but you're not going to be readily visible from there.
Yeah, I mean, exactly. I don't know.
I would say for ease of interactions, should it become relevant, you are about 60 feet away. So were we to go into rounds, you would take a dash to get to the bar.
But once they go in the bar, we would lose sight of them completely.
Yes.
And we both have our communication devices on us. Maybe
no.
I should have left one with them.
Yeah.
I would
that would have made.
I think we can retcon that just fine.
Okay. Thank you. Because I'm thinking of that now.
Would have been slightly funny if you didn't let us retcon it though too, and we discover it while we're there. I'm like, call them, and then oh shit.
I would say because we didn't address where Paklu and Fiverr were staying, we can say that we did address that.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
And I'll give it to Paklu.
So, are you guys are outside and but close enough in range to hear, basically.
Right.
Okay.
Hear if a fight broke out,
or to get communication. I don't know how close we have to be for that.
Was it like miles?
Oh, okay. Well, then you're definitely close enough.
We're in good shape.
Your comm units work if you're on the same planet.
Oh.
Well, all right then. You're close enough to get the comm.
They have range like a cell phone.
Okay.
Okay.
That's helpful.
Well then,
do you want me to come with you, or should I stay over here and watch?
Why don't we go in together as if, and then I just do the talking, and maybe you look like you're, like, got my back kind of thing, like you're the heavy, and I'm like the face kind of thing.
But I look like a ghoul right now. See? He was not very tough, but I can still look like I got your back.
Yeah, and on
Micah,
top of that,
roll me a D10.
Oh, it's time to see if it fritzes.
This will be fun. All right. Come on, lucky D10. Oh, it's a 4.
You're good.
Okay, good.
The image stays up.
We don't know what the bad number is.
No.
All right.
Rolled a 4 last time too.
I did. That's what I remembered. I'm like, well, it was good last time, but oh man.
So we'll walk up, and just full on like the confidence I see other people who don't want to be noticed but know they belong here. I'm gonna try to mimic
Yeah.
that walk. Uh,
Give me a
and
deception or performance check.
both are the same for me. All right.
All right.
So
Yeah,
18.
you can mimic that.
All right. And then I won't sit. I'll do like a curt little head nod bow and say, my understanding is you're a person to talk to if things need to be, buyers need to be found for things.
Ah, new face, new face. Don't know this face. What is his name?
My name is Todd.
Todd, I am Zigor.
Zagar?
You recognize the name.
Yeah.
It is
Yeah, we do.
connected to one of the comms that you blocked. You seek information? You sell information? What do you have? What do you have for Zigor?
Well, I have some spices that I recently became the owner of after a shootout down in the labyrinth. Somebody dropped something. I found it.
Fortunate find. Fortunate find. You are looking for buyer?
Looking for a buyer.
I have this information.
Okay. What? What's the? I'm new to the Keshite. I don't know. I don't want to do anything. Put a foot the wrong way. What's the standard operating procedure for something like this?
Zigor sells information, buys information.
Ah,
You want this information has a cost.
I see. We had heard a name get dropped or a code name get dropped of a potential buyer. How much would it be? How much would it cost to find out who the scion was?
Give me an insight check.
It's probably him because a knowledge broker being called the scion seems to make sense. But no, fuck.
This information.
There are rerolls if
There
you
are. You
so.
have
Does
rerolls.
this feel like a critical roll, y'all?
I mean, also, Micah has like super insight things, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Oh,
if I'm
yeah.
able to.
Well, you're
Am
sitting
I
with
also
me.
You're
able to
you're
roll?
there. You should absolutely roll.
There we
Well,
go.
I'm paying attention.
Nice.
Micah, you pick up when Ali mentions Scion, Zigor you pick up that he tenses a little bit.
Is my
And with
deception roll still good? Sorry.
yeah.
Okay.
You with your empathic connection through that, you sense fear.
Oh, interesting.
This information is very expensive.
I see.
It puts Zigor in what you might call tight spot to sell it.
I would not want to put you into a tight spot. We just met. Never mind. Forget I asked. Just a name I heard. Thought it might be the best place to drop this. How much for a not tight spot buyer?
Buyer for spice. What type of spice?
Nothing illegal. Looks to be pricey. Some people call it saffron.
I will remind you, some of it is illegal.
I know. I
Yeah,
was
some of
only
it's
going
illegal.
to offer up the.
I just want to make sure that you're doing that
Yep,
intentionally.
totally intentional. I don't want to try to move illegal just yet.
Oh,
But I mean, maybe we could then be moving this on a. But see, then maybe the
this
illegal.
is strange request for Zigor. Zigor doesn't typically work in legitimate.
The problem is that the way we came about it was an, scene of a crime.
Hmm. You want a buyer who will not ask questions about the origin.
Exactly. And perhaps there are other things that could be negotiated after the fact. So somebody who's not super strict on their inventory control, if you know what I mean.
Not dangerous question. Not dangerous. Not dangerous. I give you connection for 200 credits.
See, here's where we have a problem because Allie has 42 credits on on them. So
Well,
uh,
I made a big haul of 20 before, so I'm up to like 95, I think. Let me see. Still not quite there. But maybe, maybe we could like give some of the profits from the sale, start with some good faith money and give you the rest after the sale.
can we do a layaway plan?
Zagara is not sure you want this. If you owe me money, I keep tabs on you. I keep information on you.
So maybe we
If
go
this
get the
is
money
okay
and
with
come
you,
back.
We can get the money.
Yeah,
I
just
I
didn't bring
keep
it with me.
collateral.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. So yeah, we get the money, we come back. That
We
sounds like a good
we can be
plan.
back here in say 20 minutes.
I am not going anywhere.
Good to know. All right. Well, I have been Todd. We'll be right back. I didn't want to give you a name unless you wanted to give one, so.
No, I just waved.
And he didn't ask.
Yep. All right. All right. We're gonna need to either get cash to move spice. So like, here's my concern as we're walking out. My concern is that the legal spice is not going to be worth enough for the amount of money we're gonna have to spend for the connection. It's high-endy, expensive spice is what we know.
Yeah, we don't want to be running around. We don't want to be running around with the bad spice. So I
Right.
think we get rid of it.
All right.
We just need some money to know where to sell it.
All right.
You know who won a lot of money?
Fiverr.
The rabbit. He did a really and maybe he will, help us out here.
Maybe we should introduce Fiverr to Zagar.
No, 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 no. Probably not a good idea. Probably we just keep Todd as the contact for
Okay.
now. He was very afraid of the Scion. Did you notice that?
Yeah, my first
Whoever the
thought was
Scion.
I was hoping he was the Scion, but apparently that's not the case.
Yeah,
Not with that kind of
I
fear.
thought I thought that was that a chance as well. But okay,
Well,
let's go find our friends.
I suppose the other thing is though is that it is him and he feels like he got made. But I don't think that's well, you had the insight. I didn't have the insight, so
Yeah, he tensed up. He seemed really afraid.
I
I
like
don't know, as if the way the other dude was like, "Hey, let's go back to the Scion." It seems like some people know the Scion. I don't know why he would be that afraid.
right.
But I don't know. What do I know?
Also, he was going to sell us the information at high risk to himself, so that well, that still could be that he's hiding his own
That's true.
identity. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll head back and see Fiverr and Paklu 60 feet away
Okay.
from the bar.
Uh, I need another D10 from Micah.
9.
You're good.
It's not a 4.
Okay. Um, so the situation is we met an information broker. We know the following. The Scion is a real person. This person, or We don't know that, but we do know that finding out information about the Scion, look over at Michael, like created a fear effect in this guy.
Yes, he seemed very afraid.
And we also know we can move our illegal drugs to somebody though, but we need $200 to get the name of the person to get the illegal drugs to.
The legal ones.
The legal.
You specifically didn't ask. You told
Yeah.
him all you had was the.
And then I said, and
the
we
legal
might have
stuff.
something else in there if he's not too picky about his inventory control. Morally ambiguous. So hopefully both. But you know what? Sounds to me like this guy knows the names of both kinds and that it was actually harder for him to find the legal ones. So if we go back in, maybe we find something else out. With the money.
Well,
I don't
maybe
want
we
to.
bring a little more than
Oh
200
goodness.
just in case. We don't want to be, oh, we have exactly 200. It's like, oh, now you want 250. Be right back. That looks bad. We don't want to make that impression.
No, it looks terrible. But Fiverr, you won this money, so I don't want to just say we're taking the money, obviously, because it's yours.
I can put some money in.
I can put some in.
I give whatever. I mean, I'm happy giving the 200.
Okay.
Fiverr is figuring out how to hack the machine, probably, to get all of it.
To go back to Luxor's and cheat.
Yep.
Should we go back to the ship then also and get, because we left them in the storage, the smuggler container, right? We didn't want to walk
Yeah,
around with it
but
on us.
I don't know if we need to bring it here. We just
That's true.
need to bring it to the connection, right? We don't want to walk into that place carrying a bunch of spices. Then we look like newbies.
Fair point. Okay. Well, we've got the cash. We'll go back in and say,
We have to
after,
wait our turn.
yeah, wait our turn.
Yeah, you go inside. You see that another person in a deep hood has sat down and talked to Zagar. In the meantime, Micah, I need a D10.
Gosh. It's
Don't
gonna
roll
be
a
so
10 or a
bad,
1.
guys.
Don't roll a 10
But
or a 1.
oh,
Oh!
there's one for you.
As you're stepping in, Allie, you notice that the disguise drops off. Micah, you don't notice because you take 4 points of electrical damage
Ooh,
as
that
it shorts out.
hurts. I did not account for that being a possibility. Ow.
And the disguise has dropped off.
Okay.
Anybody
Oh, something
notice that there's no
stabbed
longer
me.
a ghoul and now there's a Valna?
Well, it's as you're stepping in that it shorts out.
Okay.
So it is a bit conspicuous as the holograph drops off.
Yep, I think we just roll with it.
Okay. I mean, I'm already in looking like myself,
Right.
so
We're
okay, if you're rolling with it, I'll walk with you.
Yep.
I mean, we're not the only ones that were pretending
Right.
to be someone we're not here, so come on. I just suck at it more than the average
Right.
person.
Yeah.
But how do they know that this is not the real you and the other person was the real you and it's just a disguise of a
That's
different
right,
person that
that's
you're
right,
disguising as?
I just,
If you wait your turn, the hooded figure finishes whatever their transaction was. You do notice a credit chip change hands, and the other person gets up and leaves. Give me perception checks.
oh man.
Not our best work.
You see they keep their hood pulled tight down, hiding any features as they go past you.
Okay. And we've never seen this cloak and hood before.
No.
Okay.
Don't recognize it.
Okay.
I'm not paying attention.
But no one is at Zagar's table. You
Uh,
head over.
Micah, I think half honesty is going to be the best policy, I'm going to tell him that, or you can tell him that the disguise kit failed on the way in. Because he's going to want to know why I'm now here with a huge Volna.
Oh, I'll tell. I'm
Okay.
very good at,
Honesty.
people skills. Yeah, no, I'm not, but
Perfect.
I'm just gonna pretend I am.
All right.
So I'm no longer the ghoul, because that didn't work out so good.
Zigor did wonder what was behind the hologram.
Yeah, we were trying it out because, it had a glitchy power supply. Fair warning, if that ever happens, don't use it. It gives you a nasty shock. So,
Tesso tells me that you are hologram.
is he the guy with the eye, right? Yeah,
Yes.
I kind of wondered if he was able to. I saw him look at me when I came in before.
He
We were
could
trying
not
it
see
out.
what was behind, but he could see his hologram.
Oh. Well, free information. Don't use a disguise unit with a glitchy power supply or you get a nasty zap. No cost.
No
So-
cost.
We would like to sort of change the conversation slightly. We also have, and then I don't remember the name of the illegal spices, but we also have these spices.
The one that you have that is likely hardest to move is called Gleam.
Okay.
And that one is illegal in most systems.
Is it illegal in the Keshite Rift?
Yes.
Okay.
It sounds like a toothpaste.
Yeah. I think the reason I don't want
Kind of does.
the reason I don't want to bring it up is because Vigar was one of the people who we blocked, who might have been expecting to get this shipment of drugs or spices.
Yeah, but he's the unit, the information guy, right?
Right.
Yes.
And I mean, we can't be the only Gleam salespeople in the galaxy.
Yeah. The spice must flow. So I guess we'll just also perhaps looking for a connection for Gleam, Pepsodine, and Colgate.
Aim.
Aim.
This is a different buyer than for the other spices.
Perhaps this one would want the legal stuff as well.
It's possible. Which do you want? 200 credits for each buyer. You may attempt to try to sell both to one. I will give you someone who is likely to buy one or the other.
Remembering that Micah said we really should probably get the Gleam out of our ship. I think we would like to move the Gleam.
You are looking for Dr. Coronex.
That name's familiar too,
That
right?
was the other one that we blocked. All right. Info broker. Dr. Coronex.
And mark off your 200 credits.
Yep.
Oh, yes. I'll just take them all off mine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you for reminding me about that.
Dr. Cornex digs the Gleam. Okay.
Is that what you wrote?
Yeah. Is he a dentist, by the way?
Oh, gosh.
You don't know anything about them.
That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
Dr. Uvalis Coronax is all you know.
All right. Well, pleasure doing business with you. Hopefully we can do business again.
Yes. Information has value, and Zigor is here to sell and to buy.
We'll bear that in mind. And then I'll do the little head nod I started out with. Same wave. And
I'll just wave. I've been waving at everyone, so I'll keep it up,
I just love this giant kitty cat waving at people.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like, whatever.
Give me another insight as you are leaving.
I used it all up.
I got a
Uh,
good roll. I got a
Allie,
lucky roll.
you note a fairly inconspicuous glance between the bartender and Zagar as you're walking away. Like some message was just communicated.
All right. I will, as soon as we clear the bar door, I will pass that on to Micah. Um, and then once we rejoin our friends, I'll pass that on to both of them as well.
So,
Before we leave, though, I want to try to commit the bartender's face to memory.
Okay.
What is it? It was a Kesh. You said it was a Keshite.
Yeah, Keshite
Keshian.
with cybernetics.
That's right. Lots of cybernetics. Okay.
Give me an intelligence check.
Eh.
You have a pretty good memory for that. Like you think you could pull that up if you needed to.
Okay. Cool. All right. Knowledge, everybody.
yes, he sees through a lot of things. The bartender just says, heads up if you ever go in there wearing a disguise like I did. He couldn't see what I was, but he could see the hologram, so I think that is helpful to know.
I wonder if this is actually Zagar's bar. He owns the joint, and the bartender's working for him and does
Oh, maybe.
security with that eyeball. Okay, well,
Could
Dr.
be. That
Coronax
could
is
be.
where we need to get if we're going to get rid of the spice. What's our other goal, though? Is we want to get Holiday unshackled, and we
You
don't
did
know.
ask about the noospheric sanctuary
That's
at the Terran embassy. They didn't have any information.
That's right.
I mean, you guys just came back from an information broker. I'm just saying he might know a thing or two later.
Yes, it costs
Yeah,
cash.
he's expensive.
And we need
You-
cash. Such information.
So first
You
thing
and I
is,
know where to. I mean, the two of us, Paklu and I, can now go. You want to separate the questions?
Yeah, that's
that
true.
is
And you have the
that is
cash.
smart.
That's a really good idea. Okay, you guys tag in.
And we are going to sit
Of
out
course,
here and see if
we put
anyone
the
is
two. We
following
put
us.
the two charismatic. I don't know what you guys are for charisma, but we went. So we're sending the potentially less charismatic folk in, but
Aklu is incredibly charismatic.
I find him charming as hell. I find them both charming as hell. Uh,
My charisma's not the greatest. I mean,
Oh,
it should
okay.
be, but I am strong. I didn't roll great, so my strength is good. My charisma is just a +2. So
This is by far I usually do standard array, and I rolled for Allie, and this is by far the highest rolled character I've ever made. I got really lucky.
nice.
I got really lucky.
So are Fiverr and Paklu heading back into the mind's eye?
Paklu, what do you think? They forgot to ask.
Well, I guess it's up to us now. And what better than us to go do such things? Professional and conspicuous individuals.
Yes.
I will say, I want to make sure we weren't followed out or like being watched. So while we're outside, that's something I'll keep an eye
Nice, good idea.
Give me a perception or survival.
on. Okay. Okay.
It's consistently 2 for the survival rolls for
It
you.
really is. It's
Oh my
very
God.
consistent. You are pretty certain you've not been followed.
Oh, we're not followed. We're good. Good
I-
luck, guys.
I'm gonna be sort of watching around, not for getting followed, but for anybody paying attention to us, and also searching around for. I'm looking for a place that maybe we could buy ampules. Just looking around.
Okay.
I don't want to go. I don't want to leave. I'm not leaving Micah's side. I'm not leaving the vicinity. I just want to, sort of scan around, looking, see if there's anything in the vicinity.
For that, give me a check with your shadow net
Oh, okay.
proficiency.
Is
Because of where you are.
that intelligence?
What I will do is give you a perception check, but you can add expertise because of your shadow net.
Oh, okay.
So double your proficiency for perception.
Okay. So this gets another +2. So that's 14.
There's no one around that is selling them legitimately,
Oh, I don't care.
but you do see people who look like they are probably selling drugs.
Right.
It
Okay,
also occurs to you that you could probably unload the Gleam to somebody like that, although your price might not be as good.
All right. I'll hold on to that and then, let the guys go talk to our friend.
All right, Fiverr and Paklu heading into the bar. You see the person that Ali and Micah described to you as Zigar, um, mid to late 60s, ashen forged, at a table. You also see the Keshite bartender, and you see the cybernetic eye adjust its focus as you come in and watch you. So there is no one speaking to Zagor currently.
Fiverr, now think about it. I am now very nervous. I think this part through. I think this part through.
I have a plan.
Oh, you take point then, Rabbit Man.
I'm having
I hear you
such a
buy
distorted
information.
flashback to Mass Hotel.
It is a day for new faces. I do buy information. You have information to sell?
How much do you know about rabbits?
It is an odd question.
I will pay you, or I will sell you all the information I know about rabbits.
It's
Everything.
not a subject that Zigor is familiar with, and it's difficult.
So you
difficult to
need
place a
you
value.
need information. How
What
about
value do you place on this?
how about we trade?
He looks at Paklu. You, who is with this Belare, what do you know? What is value of rabbit information?
Uh, I. He has a suit made of rabbit. Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen one in my life. I don't know. But apparently, they're very rare.
You see Zigor smile. Give me insight checks.
Sure. Panicking internally.
What do you want to trade information? What do you want in exchange?
Paklu, what do we want?
You ever heard of a thing called, I'm blanking on the name, but I think it's like a sphere of Nova?
A sphere of Nova.
I don't think is, hold on, let's, the Nova sphere, that's the right name, right? Right?
It's
Noosphere.
Noosphere. It's the sounds difficult. The Noosphere.
Very limited information on this, even for Zigor.
That I can agree for you. It seems like someone's trying to keep it on the down low.
Yes, this is true. You have given Zigor more information than you know. And for that, I will tell you. Vale Nebula is protected and very hard to reach. Zigor would caution you on asking these questions just, what you might say, willy-nilly.
Bunnies say hippity hop.
Do not.
Now
ask
we've
these
we've
questions.
we've traded free
Now.
information. I don't want you to think we owe you anything.
No owing. But for fee, Zigor can send out feelers for more.
You can feel more.
Ask certain questions, but will have a hefty cost.
What this cost for feeling?
For Zigor to probe his channels for information on Noosphere and Veil Nebula will cost 1,500 credits. And no guarantee of useful information.
All the money up front, or
Money up front before Zigor
Even-
asks the questions.
I see.
Perhaps we can come to term of half now and half later. Are the payment plan, perhaps?
Zigor tells you for free. People asking questions about this sometimes ask no more questions.
Do we have Zigor's word that price will stay fixed and once money is produced, feelers can send?
Yes. Zigor will keep this price if you want this information.
$14 and rapid information.
You're gonna get killed.
Tell me more, Paklu. Where do you come from?
Well, when you put it like that, I once heard of a place called Arkansas, but that was just in a book I read once. I wished to be from there at one point. It was pretty wild in there. But I came from... And he says some guttural tone in a different language. Hopefully he doesn't understand. I speak Bahtera. That's Bahtera. That is homeworld.
We will see if I keep promise to sell you information. You do not lie to Zigor. We are done here for now.
You're not from Arkansas?
No, that was from book.
Oh.
Have a good day. Goodbye.
And he does
Cool.
not speak to you as you walk away.
Oh.
I think Fiverr probably is unaware that he was included in that.
I think
Or
we
he's
did
still
good
there.
job.
I think Fiverr's still at the table. He just thinks Paklu lied.
That's funny.
And it's probably awkward. I mean, not for Fiverr. He probably just waiting for something to happen. I think.
So it just keeps sitting
looking
there?
around the room. I think just looking there, like looking around, you know. What does he do?
He doesn't look at you again.
He just okay, so it's just like a standoff.
He's giving you the silent treatment.
Yeah, it's a standoff.
Yeah.
Who's gonna break first?
Zigor doesn't know that Fiverr stood outside of a building waiting until it opened.
That's so funny.
I'll say something like, "My friends think you own this bar."
You are still here. We are done. Go.
What did I do?
You are with Paklu, yes?
I mean, if you mean, did I kidnap or assist in kidnapping him and bring to pilot the ship here? Yes.
This is good information. You want something else?
Can we come back and continue our deal?
Yes. You may come back.
Okay.
What do I call you?
They call me Fiverr. Is there like data transmission? Like I assume like if I have something like a file, I can send it to him.
Yeah.
I sent him the whatever it is I have about Watership Down, which is not.
Now you do have his comm number, but you've blocked it. Do you want
But
to?
could I do could I do it just here, like without?
No.
Could I transfer
You
something?
would need to know some kind of like signal to send it to. So you would need to transmit that data. You'd have to have some kind of address for what you're sending it to.
Got it. Okay. I say
you know his device's address because it was in the ship's logs.
Right. So I say, I will come back. They call me Fiverr, and I will send you a gift soon. I will have someone bring it here. You will like it very much, I promise.
Intriguing.
And then I leave, and Fiverr will look for a Kinko's to print out what he knows. Whatever version of Watership Down he has, which in my mind is something like the Cliff Notes and not the real book.
Make sure you have the right sting.
And he professionally binds it, and
Nice.
he just at some point throughout the day.
All right.
Before our next conversation.
Keep that in mind.
Okay.
Where is everyone? So you come back out. I suppose you want to exchange information.
Yeah. Oh man.
Paklo really messed things up in there.
What? What do you mean? I was honest in every facet of word.
It's probably also 3 hours later. Sorry. Like so there. It's probably a very long time.
I would say he would not have let the standoff go that long.
Okay.
Because his time has value. But so I reacted when you spoke, but
okay.
If you had not done that within like 20 minutes, he would have said something.
Okay, so let's say 10 minutes with the conversation and everything.
Yeah, maybe you both sat there in awkward standoff for longer than most people would.
Yeah, I will. I will just say that he agreed after Paklu lied to him. He agreed to talk to me again.
Well, okay. That's
we cannot be upset about that. I pretended to be Ghoul. You said you were Todd. I think, all of us lied in one way or another.
Oh, but Paklu made him really mad.
He doesn't like Arkansas for some reason.
What's to not like about Arkansas? I mean, I don't know anything about it. I'm sure it doesn't exist anymore.
And Fiverr would probably leave out that he said that we had kidnapped Paklu. I think that was just a conversation.
Just a conversation. It just sort of happened.
So did you learn anything from him, or did he get mad right away?
For 1,500 it was?
Yep. 1,500 for feeling.
Yes.
What feeling?
4 words that we know that currently mean nothing to us because they're blocked by everything. The sphere.
Oh yeah, okay.
So if it was not clear, what he would do for 1,500 is he would ask questions about the noosphere, because he doesn't have information beyond knowing that that information has been dangerous to get.
Right.
So for 1500, he would send out. He would try to get you more information about that.
Gotcha. Well, let's see how good his first information is, and if we are followed by people who want to kill us. I was keeping watch. I saw nobody who's following us. I think we're good so far.
Yep.
And where are you heading next?
The only other place we know is the Darkened Star, but
Or the doctor. Do
or
we
the
want to
well, we
try
could
to...
go to the doctor.
I mean, we need our drugs too, so.
We do have to. Well, are we going to see the doctor first and offer the, or you know?
Well, we have
Maybe
the
we bring a
communicators, right?
sample.
Yeah, we
We
do.
could
Or
bring
maybe-
a sample. Oh, sorry.
I mean, maybe some of us sit with the drug somewhere. You know,
And yeah,
just to
and
make sure that.
the others could
Yeah.
bring a sample to show that we have what we have, right? Is that how we do drug deals? Is this how this works?
Give him
So-
little taste of it, the tiniest bit, and then say, all of this could be yours for 1 bazillion credits.
Because we want to show we have what we have, right?
Right.
But we don't want to come in like idiots and just plop it all on the desk.
I mean, idiots is kind of what we do.
So far, yeah.
So, in my understanding, the plan is to go back to the ship, get the spices, bring them in to the city. Somebody will sit away, not taking it to the doctor, while others take a small bit to the doctor.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I will need a survival check as you make your way out of the labyrinth back to the ship.
Should I see how long it takes us to get through this time? Let's see if I roll another 5. No, it's a 6.
Yay!
You guys.
Move it up. We'll move it up.
Feel like you're growing.
Some of these paths seem familiar, like you're tracing your steps a bit. Although you realize that might not be the best way to do this because you didn't take the most direct route to get here. As you're traveling, Fiverr, I need an intelligence saving throw.
Intelligence saving throw. Oh. Theoretically, I'm good at this.
Yeah, I
Should I
know how that
reroll?
is.
Should I reroll?
Yeah, take it.
I think saving throws generally are good things to be good with. Yeah.
Well,
A signal overrides the vocabulator on your suit.
okay.
And you lose control of it momentarily as a voice that is not Fiverr's says, "You are asking questions about the noosphere. You will stop asking questions." And then it stops and the signal is gone. And Fiverr, you regain control.
Whoa. Well, that's not creepy at all.
Why are you guys looking at me?
You were talking like not you. Like something overrode your. It was not you, but they were warning us about asking questions about the noosphere.
Can I use all my hacking skills to detect what happened?
Yeah.
But, so hackers tool, like to see if I
Yeah.
can
Yeah.
I can enhance.
Enhance,
With
enhance,
a
enhance.
23, you are very aware that you cannot trace this signal.
Okay.
That it came from a lot of directions at once.
Ooh.
And that is where we're going to pick up next time.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
We ask questions of criminal mastermind. Uh-oh.
But that is.
So
Where else are we going to get the information?
No, we had to do what we had to do.
Mm-hmm.
So, thank you for joining us. We're Roleplay Give. When we pick up next time, our spacefaring scoundrels have been warned off on asking questions about the noosphere, but they also have a lead on where they might sell some drugs they found in their ship, and still have the advice to head to the Discordant Star to see what they might find there. So thank you again for joining us. Until next, tomorrow we have. Do we have Navishla?
We do have Donacam tomorrow.
The Donacam Empire, some homebrew D&D. If you're joining us tomorrow evening, and that is evening Central U.S. time, Sheboygan time.
Miami of the Midwest.
And until then, roll some dice, play some games, and give your time or treasure to causes that are meaningful to us. And to quote Brennan Lee Mulligan, we'll see you in the stars.
Oh.